Hey guys, what is up and welcome to the channel. We are doing another figure review just for you. And this time we've got the Easy 8 Mordred Sailor Style school uniform to keep up with the theme of casual, keeping it casual. So this one is actually pretty sweet. I have actually wanted a couple of, there have been a couple of Mordreds that I don't have that I really wanted. And Mordred is such an underrated character, and I feel like just having her in, as soon as I saw this Sailor one, I was just like, I absolutely have to get this into my collection. And I'm actually really excited that I can finally unbox this one. Now, I don't have anything from Easy 8, and I've actually never heard of them before, but I am really hype about this figure, about this outfit. I'm hype about this outfit that she's wearing as well. It feels a little bit like a Funny Night box in that you have the close-up version on one side, you have the larger version on the other side, you've got a nice big version on the front, you've got a couple of pictures on the back, and you also had like a bunch of nice windows on this. Overall, aesthetically, this box was pretty A+. I knew exactly what I was getting. And so when I first got it, I took a look at it and I was like, no way, man, this is so sweet. And it does not disappoint. Now, I want to take a minute just before we get into the figure to really draw attention to this sweet broom that she is rocking. And for those of you who can see it at home, you will notice that this is pretty much her sword in a broom form. And when I opened it, I was like, wait, no way. I'm like, holy crap. I'm like, this is literally just her sword as a broom. Not only that, but it's like a cool battle pike. Like, I would fight people like with this broom, no problem. And then you could sweep up their remains afterwards. So I was very impressed by that. They even on the broom head down here, they have the symbol that she has on her hilt. So hopping into this figure, we'll take her out of her base, maybe just a plain black base, nothing fancy on this one, unfortunately, but that's okay because the figure itself makes up for that with a lot of fanciness, a lot of detail. So we'll start from the top down. Hair, I absolutely love it. It's got that messy tomboy ponytail hair that Mordred is pretty much known for, and it's not stopping here. There's a little bit of paint gradient in it, but there's not a lot. Which doesn't really matter too much. I do wish that they would have made her braid a little bit more pronounced on both sides that she has going up into her ponytail, but it's not bad. This side is a little bit more pronounced than this side, and I'm not too sure why that is, but she's got some pretty nice bangage going on here, which is pretty good. I do like the eyes a lot on this one. However, one thing that I'm a little disappointed with is the mouth, and it just looks, it's too, I don't know, figure mouth. Like it's too two-dimensional. Like there's nothing there. It just feels like a big open pink spot on the figure's face. I feel like they could have done something a little bit different with it. Kept the feel of like the excitedness, but they could have done something a little bit different with the mouth. So that's going to be one of my gripes about this. But overall, I do like the way that they have it. And if you from the front on, it's hard to see your nose, but if you get this like nice little side profile, you can definitely see the pointed nose. And if you do get the side profile a little bit more, the mouth does look a little bit better in the side profile than if you were straight on. So moving down to the top, first thing that I noticed is the way that this figure is painted makes her have a wet shirt. So as you can see in the very front, you can see the underlying color of her top. So you definitely see like the transparency of what would be a white sailor uniform. Even on the back here and on the arms and the sleeves, you will see that there is a little bit of the skin kind of bleeding through, which is really an awesome detail. And that's actually like, this is one of the first figures that I've ever seen that's actually done that. And I'm really kind of blown away with the ability that they had to do the paint job like that. That is some phenomenal detail there. Pretty much anywhere where like the skin is directly contacted to the shirt itself has that transparency, and you can see the skin underneath, both in the front and the back. So obviously you get to see the top at the chest area, but you also get to see it back here in the back as well, which is really cool. And I also like this, the collar, the kind of like swoopiness of the collar, and the fact that it is very action posed. I do like that she has her M on her chest, kind of feeling, you know, getting that like armor feel, but you know, in her sailor armor. I do like the swoopiness of the ribbon. It makes it feel like she got caught in like a rainstorm or something like that. There's definitely some wind. There's definitely some movement. Maybe she is spinning in a circle doing some Mordred stuff, which would make sense with the way that that her skirt is kind of swooping around, as well as that she might be doing, you know, a rotational attack of some sort with her Excalibur. But Clarent Blood Broom Arthur. But that aside, there's a little bit of belly button down here, not as well pronounced as obviously some of the other figures that we've opened, but it's there. The other thing too is you do have that little bit of back divot right above the butt crack. So that is definitely a nice little aesthetic there. Moving down to the bottom, and this is one thing that you can help me out with, chat, because me and camera guy Ryan were trying to figure this out. Why striped panties? Why is it that we always enjoy striped panties? And my dog also enjoys striped underwear as well. Crichton, thank you for your input on that. So getting back to the figure, as I'm getting a wet dog nose on my elbow, you do have a very well sculpted behind in here, and they also made it, they did make the panties like kind of work with the pose and everything that she is doing. So that is very nice. I do the creased leg from her, like having her legs up, is okay. They didn't do too bad of a job on that one. There's not a whole lot of anything that they could really do there with the skin being as white as it is. It's a little hard to do like a paint gradient on that. Moving down to the bottom, no shoes. No shoes on her, but they did do a really good job on the toes as well as the toenails. Speaking of, they also did a pretty good job on the hands, especially up here at the top, kind of like, you know, stopping whatever it is, the sun, the rain, whatever she's got going on here in her face. And then she does have the, let me put her on her base and then get her weapon in place. I do kind of like this angled pose that she's got going on here. That is definitely a nice action pose for sure. So her Clarent Broom Arthur definitely just keys into her hand. You just kind of put it in there, twist it in, and there you have it. Like I said, very good action pose. Now, I don't know the best way to do this. I'm thinking maybe this direction, so you kind of have her kind of forward with her broom out like this. Definitely up to you though. I do think that you don't want her like straight face on. That kind of doesn't feel right to me. This would be one that you would want to put just kind of like a little bit off to the side, so that way you get that side view of the nose, you get the side view of the mouth, which makes, in my opinion, a little bit a little bit better. Plus you got the swoopiness coming back this way. So there you have it. It's nice to see Mordred not in armor. There is another version of her summer version is coming out in the future, and I'm excited for that one as well. This one is going to range around like the 150 mark, probably like 150 to 175. That's pretty much what you'll find it for online. It's definitely a good pickup if you are a Mordred fan. This is my, like I said, this is my first figure from Easy 8, so definitely Easy 8 is on a, is on the good list for me. Now we'll see if we get anything in the future and how that will change, and we'll see. I definitely like this. It's definitely going to go into my casual case with all of my other casual figures other than my Tamamos, because they have a special place in my heart and my house. But anyways, guys, if you did like this, let me know down in the comments. Also, let me know about that striped panty question. But if you guys did like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button, smash that bell notification, drop me a like and a comment, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Crichton says bye as well. Take it easy, homies. Peace.